What's up everyone, welcome back my channel. Today is going to be race 1 of my 2026 F1 season series. I'm going to be doing a race for every single race week. I know I'm a bit late to it as this has already been, the Chinese Grand Prix has already finished. So I'm going to be doing Australian GP and the Chinese Grand Prix both in 1 week this week. I'm going to be releasing both of those episodes. And yeah, let's get on with this one here. We're going to be starting in Australia for the first race of the year. We're still waiting on the 2026 DLC for F1 25, so hopefully we will get it soon. It should be coming out around late June, maybe early June if we're lucky. It depends, but yeah, I'm very excited for that one. And let's get on to this qualifying year, as we're going to be starting off with Q1. And we're also going to be racing for Ferrari, if you couldn't tell. And we're going to be finishing in second place for Q1. We had a pretty good Q1. We're going to go on to Q2, see what position I can get there. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm going to be racing for a team that, you know, I support, which is Ferrari. So yeah, I'm going to be racing for Ferrari this season. Yeah, we managed to in Q2 at 3rd place, and in Q3 4th place. So we went from 2nd to 3rd to 4th in Q3. So that's where we will be starting for the race. We're going to be starting in 4th place for the Australian Grand Prix. And yeah.
The winter is over. It's time for Formula 1 2025. Yes, that long break that you've all been coping with so well can now be put to the back of your mind. It's on-track action and it's off-track drama. That's what we're looking forward to. So here we are at Albert Park Circuit, 3.28 miles around, with the streets making for a bumpy surface with little undulation. There are 14 corners around the lake, with the best passing opportunities coming in turn 1 and turn 3. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Rodriguez, Yuki Tsunoda, and Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Antonelli, Russell, and Esteban Ocon, Albon, Hulkenberg, Carlos Sainz, and Stroll, Behrman, Colapinto, Isaac Hadjar, and Gabriel Bortoleto. Gasly and Liam Lawson rounds off the grid. Now it's time to head down to the track. And joining me in the commentary box this afternoon, the First Lady of World Motorsports, Naomi Schiff. As much as I like testing, and I do love testing, and I've really enjoyed the build-up here and all the speculation, I really want to see some action. And finally today, we get some proper action on the track.
This is always such an exciting time in the season. First of all, it's the first time they'll be racing their new cars. So that's always an exciting thing for drivers to look forward to. But also, they've had a long time off during the winter break. So it's about dusting the cobwebs off, getting the rust off of their bones, and really getting their elbows out there and having some fun.
Alright guys, let's get into this one. I'm excited for this race. I'm going to change up the strategy for an undercut, with me starting off with the medium tires, going on to the hard ones, and pitting on lap 7 instead of lap 8. I usually do really well with undercuts, and hopefully this one will pay off, as we're going to go off to 5 red lights here in Australia. And it's going to be lights out, and away we go. What a reaction time for myself here. Already overtaking Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. And now I'm right behind Lando Norris, which is a race leader. We're going to go on to the inside. Are we going to get this one done? For first place from 4th place to 1st place. This is kind of mimicking the Ferrari starts in real life, because me and Hamilton have climbed up 1 to 2 positions off the start. I'm going to go for the overtake on the inside of turn 3 here in Australia. What a start this was for myself here and my teammate Lewis Hamilton, overtaking Lando Norris into 1st place. I am and my teammates on the podium in 3rd place. What a start this was. And now Lewis Hamilton in pursuit of Lando Norris for 2nd place, so we can get that 1-2 for Ferrari here. And the car's feeling really well, and I'm full of speed right now, as we started off really well here in Australia, and Lando Norris trailing right behind me using the slipstream. He's going to go for overtake. We're side by side in this long straight here in Australia. We're still side by side. He's not letting go of the position. I deploy overtake, and Lewis Hamilton might have a chance at an overtake on Lando Norris. Is he going to manage that? No, not yet. He won't. And I managed to keep my first place here and through the end of this lap. What a first lap this was here in Australia. Me going from fourth to first, and my teammate going from third and basically staying in third, but overtaking Verstappen and staying in the podium position, because he could have lost that place. Verstappen, he lost that place to me, so he didn't really lose any positions, but I gained around 2 to 3 positions from fourth to first. So what a start this was. I overtook 3 cars off the bat. I had an amazing start. I think that was basically the best reaction time you could get. And in the straight here, we're gonna have Lando Norris going on offense again, trying to overtake me for first place here on lap 2 on the straight. He has DRS. He's probably deploying ERS, and he doesn't get it done yet. And my teammate now has DRS on Lando Norris. He's probably gonna deploy, maybe just staying there behind. As me and Lando Norris going side by side, we were having a really good battle. I lose the position momentarily as now I'm deploying a bit of ERS, going side by side with Lando Norris into return. Am I gonna get that off the gun? Yes, I do. And now my teammate Lewis Hamilton is just waiting for the most minimal mistake to go for that second place. We'll see if he manages to get it done. It would be amazing to get a 1-2 for Ferrari right after the first race here. And Lando Norris, is he going to go back for that overtake? Maybe he will. He's deploying the DRS. Obviously, that's basically mandatory. He's getting that boost. And we'll see if he manages to get that one done. We're back into this long straight here in Australia, where most overtakes are done. Is he going to get it done now? Is he going to manage that overtake? He's going to try around the outside, and he's not managing just yet. I give him a bit of space. He backs off. And now Lewis Hamilton managing to stay side by side with Lando Norris for second place, and he manages to get that position done. Into second place goes Lewis Hamilton. What a race this is being. Now we have Yuki Tsunoda and Oscar Piastri fighting for 5th place. They're side by side, the Red Bull driver and the McLaren driver. Both teams in real life not doing too well at the start of the season, while Ferrari and Mercedes right now are doing really good in real life. Right now we are basically doing pretty well. For Ferrari, I would say we're 1-2 right now. Mercedes not doing that well in the game. Hopefully there will be a patch for that, but right now it's fine, as we have Lewis Hamilton and myself fighting for first place. Hopefully no collisions. And yeah, let's do this. Let's try to win this race here. We had an amazing start, and yeah, I'm sure that when that patch comes out for 2026, as Lewis Hamilton and Lando Norris fighting for a second now. They're side by side here, and let's see which one gets this overtake done. Lewis Hamilton probably deploying some ERS here. Lando Norris not backing off. He has the inside of the second last corner of lap 5, and Lewis Hamilton still not backing off. I managed to get a 2-second gap on them after all this battling. Lewis Hamilton seems to get that overtake done. What was I gonna say? When the 2026 DLC comes out for F1 25, hopefully we will be able to continue with this save, and with the new cars, as in lap 7 I'm gonna pit. Hopefully we'll be able to continue with the save, and hopefully the driver ratings in the cars are accurate. As Ferrari, sure, we're doing good, but we also need Mercedes up at the front, which they are right now in real life. So yeah, we have a pretty mediocre pit stop, not that bad, a 2.4 second one, just an average one. As let's see if this undercut will pay off. As we're going into lap 8, we are in around 17th place, and now we have to wait 1 or 2 laps to find out what position we're going to be truly in for the rest of the race. So now we're going to have to wait and see if we gained time off that undercut, and right now it seems like we are, because we're going to be overtaking my teammate Lewis Hamilton into 7th place. We go from 17th to 7th as 10 cars pit, another 7 to go. We're going to see if we manage. We'll see if we manage to get back into first place, as our target right now is overtaking Lando Norris, which is going to pit this lap. We're going to go for the overtake here on Liam Lawson. We also are going to go and try to overtake Franco Colapinto just to get that clean air. We're also going to try to stay at least 1 second behind Behrman by the end of the lap, so we get a bit of DRS, just so we can overtake. I go from one side, I go to the other. We don't manage to get that overtake done on Colapinto. He defends really well, but we're going to go for it again. We are going to have DRS here. We're going to deploy some ERS to maybe get that done. We know that we are the faster car, and I'm going to try to get this overtake done on the Argentinian driver here. But then I'm going to manage. We're side by side going to the turn, and we managed to get that done. Now we are behind Oliver Behrman. We are 1.3 seconds behind. However, we are on a fresher compound of tires. We have a quicker car, and we're gonna try to get this overtake done on the Haas driver. Now we are 0.9, 0.8. We do have DRS going into the straight. He's gonna pit, I'm assuming, in this lap. So we're gonna get that overtake done on Oliver Behrman, as we're gonna go into fourth place. Hopefully overtake Lando Norris first. I'm pretty sure he's in the pits right now. I'm not 100% sure though. As we're gonna go overtaking Sainz and Norris now. Going in first place, it's me and Lewis Hamilton in first. And then we have Piastri in third, me in first, Lewis Hamilton in second, and Piastri in third. Verstappen in fourth, and Lando Norris in fifth. Lando Norris' strategy did not pay off. I have a 2.1 second gap, which is a very good gap to Lewis Hamilton, which is in second place. So if I can control this gap, we can win this race. But wait a second, is that Hulkenberg slowing down? And it seems like he's going to be out of the Australian Grand Prix, and this is going to lead to a safety car, which when I was in the race, this kind of pissed me off because I had a 2 point something second gap to Hamilton. Now it would be a second gap, 1 second gap, but we did have a safety car for 1 lap. So yeah, that was a little bit not that good for me, honestly, because the other cars got to catch up to me. So I would have to control the pace on the way out and hopefully get that gap again and hopefully win this race. So yeah, as the safety car's in, I'm gonna have to control the pace, and we do manage to get a very, very good start off the safety car, managing a whole second of a gap to my teammate Lewis Hamilton. Now he's gonna have to fight for himself against Piastri, Verstappen, Norris, which are right now the contenders for second place, contenders for the podium also. And right now I'm the top contender for the race winner. Now, the safety car sure provided them with a little bit of time on me, but it didn't matter that much because in the final lap here, I'll be going through the final lap, through the final corners. And this would have been a very good race for me. This would have been a very good race for Ferrari as we get a 1-2, and I would be winning the Australian Grand Prix. What a race this was. And yeah, what a race, honestly. I can't really say much about it. It was a really great race. We had a really good pace throughout the whole race. Me and my teammate Hamilton, which had a whole second gap to Oscar Piastri, which rounded out the podium. And yeah, I'm really happy about this one. It was a great race. We managed to have a great pace throughout the whole race and had a really good strategy. And at the end, we won. So yeah, I'm very happy about that.
Another superb Australian Grand Prix comes to an end, and a thoroughly deserved victory. Surprised the fans the world over to see them come out on top once again.
Alright guys, so it's no surprise here that we would be in first place now in the driver standings and in the constructor standings. And yeah, I'm pretty happy about this one. It was a great race, and I just want to say thank you guys for watching. New episode out this week. I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.